Hello guys, my name is Justin, but you can call me Bonk. Welcome back to Bonk Stonks. Today I wanted to give you guys a little um uh tutorial on how to use Tradingview. Now, Tradingview is a charting software that allows us to draw on it and help to determine if there's any patterns that we can see in the market. One of the key ways you'll see probably people using this online is doing something like coming over to the sides here and drawing trend lines, kind of like that. That's one that I'm seeing on this chart here. This ascending trend line with these three touches here as Bitcoin continues to go up. But I just want to dive into a couple of the tools here and how you can use this and how it might be helpful for you if you decide to do any trading in the future. So what I've got here is just the Bitcoin US dollar, but if you're trading on a certain exchange, you probably want to see if you can find the trading pair specifically related to that exchange. And so the way you would do that is you would open up TradingView. So I'll just go to the very first page, the home page, and we can go from there. So this is the TradingView homepage. What you're going to want to do is, what I usually do at least, is just click through to a chart. So I'm just going to click on Bitcoin USD. All right, so now that we've opened up our chart, we can come up here, we can search for the trading pair that we're looking for. So for instance, you might be looking to trade perpetuals. You can do something like Bitcoin USD.P, and then you can see the exchange that it's on. So Binance, Bybit. For me, I tend to trade on BitGet, so I'd open up BitGet here, and then here is my chart on BitGet. And as you can see, I have some lines on here, but you'd open up your chart. And so now I'm just going to show you how you can draw on this and add indicators and so on. All right, now I already have a whole bunch of junk on this, but let me remove that and then I'll keep going. Now, what you'll probably see when you open up your chart is something like this. You'll probably have volume down in the bottom here and your price action up top. And you can sort this by time frame. And so we can do that up here. You can go from 1 minute all the way up to monthly, or there's some more options here. You can put stars on your favorites so that you have them as quick options up in the top bar here. We can also change the way our candles look. So, if you want, you can do hollow candles or you can do a line chart if you want. But typically, what I do is just trade on regular bar candles. We can add indicators. So, one that you probably have heard a lot of is the RSI. We can just add that on. You can see that here. But actually, what I prefer even more than this is basically this, but it shows us divergences. And so this one is called, whoops, not that one. This is the RSI divergence indicator. I'm going to remove this here. And as you can see, it shows us, we can see hidden bullish and bearish as well as just regular bullish and bearish divergences, which might help you in your trades. As you can see, this divergence here, the price went up as the RSI went down, which led to that massive sell-off that we saw earlier. I think that was like 15% or something like that. Yeah, nearly 15% drop. So if you had caught that divergence here on the 1 hour time frame, then you might have been able to make a good amount of money there. Now, what else we can do is we can see we have these drawing tools over here. So you can just expand this. This gives you all kinds of lines. Again, we can favorite the ones that we like. So this is just a regular trend line. So you might be able to say there's a trend line, something like that, that Bitcoin might be trying to break. My personal favorite is the ray. So it just allows us to tie 2 points together and see if there's any more points hitting across that line. So I don't see anything here, but if I did zoom out to the 4 hour, like I was looking at earlier, we'd be able to just tie together these first 2 points, and we can see that this point is nearly touching that trend line. Maybe if I was looking at the red, yeah, there you go. So just changing it one over, and we can see that this price action here is just kind of bouncing off and going up again. So, this is looking like a pretty important trend line on the 4 hour time frame. Now, if you want, you can also do an extended line if you want it to go backwards. So that's another one that I use sometimes, is the extended line, like so. So we can tie them together backwards and it fills both ways off to infinity. Of course, there's a variety of other things. You can do this trend angle. Um, Not the most useful, just allows you, if you drew a trend like this and then you wanted to zoom in, it just it holds the angle of your trend line. Um, Personally, I've never used that, but we can see all of my favorites here. This is what I use all the time, is if I just click the favorite bar here. I love to do these. Um, this is the parallel channel. So this is not a great example, but you can tie something like that together, and then you get this channel to see what the price action is. Sometimes if it's not easy to pick out what the pattern is, I'll also use this regression trend. You can just pick a start and end point, and it puts together lines for you, which can be a good indication of where the tops and bottoms of the price action might be. And of course, all of these are in here as well. We also have the Fibonacci retracement tool. And so if we looked at a move, something like this, actually, let me start it from the bottom of that move here to the top. Sorry, I had done that right, but so maybe if we looked at the bottom of this move up to here, we can see that we can plot out all of these spaces that the price might retrace back to. So I have these two yellow lines set as our golden pocket. That's 0.618 to the 0.786. You might find different numbers depending on where you look. I also have the zero point 0.5 and 0.382, as well as extensions at 0.618. And those are just kind of ideas of where the price could potentially go based on a move. So what I'm seeing here is that we had this move from here up to the top here, retrace back to about the zero point 0.5. And considering we're breaking this previous high, we might expect to see the price go all the way up to the 0.618 here at nearly $81,000. You can change the way that these look. So you'll notice if you use your fib retracement tool, it's probably not going to look like this. It'll probably look more like this here, which is, quite a bit different than mine. But what you can do is you can right click on your fib, go into settings. You can change which levels you want to show. So, you have a bunch that you can select from. You can change the numbers. You can change the background if you want. So there's all kinds of things that you can change here. I just personally like mine set up like this. This is what works for me, and this is what I prefer the most. There are a few more features that you can use. Some of them are pretty fancy. This one here is a good one. It's the just positions. And so if we were looking at the price action here, and you felt that you could get a good position on this small breakout here. So let me zoom in. Maybe you were looking at the price here. You saw this trend line there, and you saw this previous low. So you might set a trade up like this, where you have your stop loss just below the previous low at about 3.8%. And as you can see, assuming you didn't get wicked out here, you probably could have actually, no, you would have been able to set a 2-to-1 trade here and have the price come up and actually make profits on that trade. So that's a good one there. There's also the short position as well. So those are good if you just want to see your positions laid out on the chart. Additionally, we just have some drawing tools. This one just lets you paint or write on the chart as you wish. And also, A great one to use that you saw me use earlier, and I didn't mean to draw that, is the measuring tool. Now, I use the measuring tool all the time if we want to see the size of a move. So, for instance, maybe we got into a position right at the close of this candle here, and we wanted to see how much we're up so far. Well, you can just click on the measuring tool, click on the price level where you entered, the price level where we are now, and if my drawing bar wasn't in the way there, we can see that the price is up 17% from that point. Um, when you favorite your drawings, as you can see, you can have them show up in this drawing bar here, and that can be turned on or off just using this star at the bottom here. So that's just a few ways that you guys can use TradingView to potentially help you for any trades that you want to do in the future and hopefully make some money doing so. Remember to stay safe, you know, and if you do want to get into trading, I do have links in the description for BitGet. You can also trade on crypto.com, which I have a link for. And also, if you're just looking to get into crypto, ShakePay is a great exchange if you're just looking to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, as well as I have a link to Wealthsimple down below. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I hope you learned a good amount here and you'll be able to apply this knowledge to start making money in the future. I recommend researching trading patterns, realizing that a lot of trading is just looking at trend lines. So you know, this is one here that I would be looking for a potential breakdown in the future. But um, yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching again. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. Thank you for your support, and have a great day. Bye bye.